Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we're going to solve another coolest question, which is convert binary number in a linked list to integer. So basically, this question is quite awesome. It's quite cool. So what the question is saying, like we're given a head, which is a reference node to similarly linked list. The value of each node is linked list is either 0 or 1. Okay, the linked list holds the binary representation of a number. All right. So the linked list, like they have given, is represent the binary numbers. Okay. So I hope you know like how the binary numbers represents like 1 0 1 0 so and so on. Okay. So like it's just only 1 and 0. Okay, so like there are only two numbers, either 1 or 0, right? Okay, so all right guys, so what is saying, like we have to return its decimal value. So like we have to convert them using 2 to the power. Like I hope so you know like how to convert binary to decimal. I hope so you know like it's a simple. Let's say we have something like 1 1 1, so we represent like this. This is initially 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2. Okay, so what is 2 to the power 0? 2 to the power 0 means is it will come as 1. Okay, 2 power 1 means like it will come as 2. 2 to the power 2 means it will come as 4. So 4 plus 2 plus 1, which will give us 7. Okay, so this is the like overview, like what is binary numbers if you don't know. All right guys, so let's just now move to the question, like how we're going to solve this question. So to solve this question, I will tell you two tricks to solve this question. One is like we will use stack to solve this question. The another is we will use bit manipulation. Okay, bit manipulation to solve this question. Okay, so it's better to know both of them, so you will find what is the difference between them. All right guys, so let's just talk about like right initially with the stack. Okay, so let's just focus on stack, how we solve this using stack. Okay, so how we use stack. So basically, like I will create one stack over here and I will dump all the values in this one. So what the value will come? The value will come like 1 0 1. So I hope you know like how to put and get the value from the stack. I hope so you know. So which is LIFO, last in first out. So the last one in and the first will comes out. So okay, so we have something like this. Okay, so what I will do, I will just take this one value out and I will check like the value which I pop it out, which I just take it out from the stack, is it 1? If I found it is 1, then what I will do, I will just simply I will simply convert it into my decimal. Okay, with I will just show you into the code. I'm just giving a quick idea like how I will do. Okay, so I will just take it out and I will just simply convert it into the decimal. Okay, so I will do something like this, like let's say this is the initial level. So right now it will be 2 to the power 0, which will come as 1. Right? Okay, in the second time what will happen, I found 0. So once I found 0, I will not do anything. I just simply add 0 plus 1, which will give me finally 1. Okay, which will give me finally 1. All right, so because like I will not touch 0 because there is no need to get 0, because if I get 0, I will multiply 0 into 2 to the power 1, which will give me again 0. So there's no point to use 0. Okay, now we are on the final one. So we have so I just remove all this 2. Now we have finally 1 left in the stack. Okay, so what I will do for this one, okay, so it come 2 to the power 1. Now it will become 2 to the power 2. Okay, and the previous result we have 1. So 1 into 2 to the power 2, which will be 2 to the power 2 sorry, 1 into 2 to the power previously is plus 1, 2 to the power 2, which will give us 5. So that's how we are going to 5. If you still don't understand, don't worry, I'm just writing the code right now. You will definitely going to understand. This is my guarantee. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's just start solving this question. So let me just mention like this is the stack solving approach. Okay, all right, so my first job is to let me just create my this node current. Okay, so this thing helped me in filling my stack, and it is initially my current is initially pointing at my head. Right now what I will do, I will create my stack. Okay, and stack is of my integer because we have all the integers. All right, and let me call it st new stack. All right guys, okay, so now what I will do, I will just simply use a while loop to fill my stack. I will say while my current is not equals to null. Till my current is not equals to null, I will fill it. Okay, so what I will do, I will just simply say stack dot add what current dot val. Right, so we are putting the current value. Okay, and what else we have to do, we have to update our current. So my current will now point to the next one. So my current will become current dot next. I hope so these are the basic things that you know. If you don't worry, if you don't know, don't worry, just look at the code. Okay, that's the main important thing. All right guys, so now what I will do, I will remove it, I will pop it out from my stack and I will convert them to the decimals. So what I will do, I will initialize my sum, which is initially 0. Okay, then what I will do, I will initialize my index. My index is 0 as well initially. Okay, now what I will do, I will use a while loop, and in my while loop I will say run this while loop till my stack is not empty. till my stack is not empty. Okay, till my stack is not empty. Till then I will run my this loop. Okay guys, I hope this thing is clear. All right, now what I will do, I will just simply use one. I told you like I will just only focus on my one condition. Like once I get the one, I will just only put I will increase my sum in that one. So I will say if my stack dot pop means removing. Okay, stack dot pop is equals to 1. Then what I will do, I will just simply add it to my sum. So sum plus sum is equal to sum plus what, math dot power of 2 comma index. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. All right, so let me just and one more thing, like when I'm using math dot power, so what will happen, it will make it into the floating point. So I want integer. So what I will do, I will typecast over here int. Right, so make sure about that. Like whenever you are using math dot power, it will definitely convert it into the floating point. Okay, so you have to be careful with that. And one more thing, lastly, I have to increase my index. Okay, so let me just zoom it out. Okay, so I hope now thing is clear. Okay, and finally return my sum over here. Okay, I hope so this thing is clear. Let me just run this code and I will give you a quick, like again overview, like what I'm doing over here. All right guys, and it's accepting. So because compilation error happens, so be like just try to run it before submitting it. Okay, all right guys, so I just create my stack. Okay, so what I'm doing initially, I'm just putting in my stack this value. So it will be for 1 will come, then 0 will come, then 1 will come. Okay, so like 1 will come first, then 0, then 1. Okay, now last in first out, so my first value will come out. Okay, what will happen when my first value is out? I will just check, is it 1? I will check, is it 1? Yeah, it will say yes, it is 1. So what I'll do, add to my sum. Initially my sum is 0, so 0 plus what the index we are dealing with, index is 0 as well. So 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0, so it will come 1. Okay, I hope so this thing is clear. So we get initially 1. Okay, now I will increase my index, so my index is become 1 now. All right, and my sum is 1 also, because like my sum is 1 now. Okay, so now what I will do, I will again increment my sum. Okay, so like no, I mean like I will again check my 0, is I having 0 or 1. So I will check I have 0, so I will not go in this one. I will just simply increase this index, so index will become 2 over here. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. Okay guys, so now what I will do, I will go for my this one final one. So like I just remove these two. Now my this final one is left. So when this one is come out as well. Okay, so what will happen, I will check for this one. So I will say initially my sum is 1. Okay, plus what you have to do, you have to do 2 to the power 2, because my index become 2 over here, 2 to the power 2. Okay, which will give us 1 plus 4, which will give me 5. So this is our answer, and we return our sum, because like when my stack is empty, so I will just return it. So that's how we got our answer. I hope so now it is very crystal clear. We were like, this is one of the best way to explain it. Alright guys, so let me just submit this code as well to see the runtime and space complexity over here. Okay, and here we go. So it's accepting. So the runtime we are dealing with is a big O of n squares, because like big O of n, because we are just taking two times while loop. And why the space memory is less? Because we are using extra memory. We are using stack, so in this one we are using extra memory. We are dealing with that. Okay, so what else? Okay guys, so now I will tell you the beautiful approach to solve this question, the perfect one. So we will use something called bit manipulation, okay, to solve this question. Alright guys, so it will come over here. Okay, all right, let me just refresh this code. Okay, so this approach is very good. Very good. Okay, so what I will do, before I will tell you the dry run, let me just write the code first, because otherwise I have to tell you again. So let me just write the code. You will understand what I'm doing. If you don't, then don't worry, I will tell you the dry run of that code. Okay, so what I will do, my first thing is I will create, let's say, my sum. So initially my sum is 0. Okay, and let me just return it as well. So I will return my sum over here as well. Okay, all right, so over here we are dealing with. So what I will do, I will run a while loop. My while loop will run till my head is not facing null. Once it fades null, then I will exit my loop and return my sum. All right guys, now okay, so now what I will do, I will simply say result multiply equals to 2. Okay, so what it means, so don't worry, what I'm doing, I'm just shifting my 1. Okay, but in another way. So like I'm doing something like this. If you say result, I'm just shifting my 1. Okay, so I'm doing something like this. Okay, I will explain it if you don't understand. Then what I will do, I will add it to my okay, so I just take it sum. It is sum. Okay, my mistake. It is sum. Okay, so what I will do, I will add into my sum. I will say sum plus equals to what? Head dot val, the value of head which initially which we are. Okay, and after that, what I have to do, I have to update my head as well, because you know, after using that value, I have to start pointing to the next value. So my head will be head dot next. Okay, and that's all the code is. So I also, ladies and gentlemen, this is clear. This is a very simple code, very beautiful code. Let me just run it, and now I will explain the dry run if it's comparison good. Okay, so now I will explain the dry run. Right, so let's just see, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm saying initially my sum is 0. Okay, my sum is 0 initially. What I'm doing, I'm just saying till my head is not null. Okay, I will it will do it. Okay, now here the things, I will multiply 2 in my sum. So I'm doing sum into 2, which will be initially 0. So 0 plus head dot value, my initially head value is 1. So 0 plus 1 will give me 1. Okay, now this is my initially my answer is 1. So okay, now what will happen, my head will start pointing to the this value, next value. Okay, so once I'm over here on 0, so I will say sum into 2. So what will happen over here, so it will become 1 into 2, because like previous my sum is 1, previously my sum is 1 now, my sum is 1, so is 1 into 2 will give me 2. So okay, so what will happen, I will say sum plus head dot value. So head dot value is 0, 2 plus 0, which will give me 0. Okay, now this thing is pointing over here on this value. So what will happen, my sum will update again as well. Now it's 2. So what will happen over here, now it will say sum into 2. So 2 into 2, which will give me 4. Okay, now 4 plus previous head dot value. Okay, so my head dot value is 1. 4 plus 1, which will give me 5. And after this, there is null. So what will happen, I just simply return it. Okay, so I hope so this thing is clear. Like okay, let's say like is over here. Okay, so I hope so this thing is clear, like how we are doing this question. So that's all this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just erase it, and I hope so you understand very well. If you don't, then just try to watch it again, you will understand. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me just submit it to see runtime and space memory. Okay, and here we go. So it's accepting 100%. So what's happening over here? In this question, we are dealing with the time complexity of big of n. Okay, and the space complexity big of 1. Okay, because we are not using any extra space. That's the great thing in this one. And the space complexity big of n, because like we are one time going over the linked list. So linked list can be n, so we're going n times. Okay, so I hope so, ladies and gentlemen, this question is very crystal clear to like how we are solving this question. So that's all for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I love you guys. Believe me, I love you. Take care, bye bye.